Hi everyone, this is Janae, and today I just want to share my entry for Marissa's 300 subbie challenge. Marissa on YouTube is MAM1016, and she had a challenge out there that you had to do a layout. I think it was just a layout. Maybe you could do a card too, but I did a layout. You had to do journaling, and you couldn't have a picture of a person or your pet or any sort of animal. It had to be a picture of, maybe if you're going to use a picture, it'd be a picture of a thing or a place. And you had to use brad, eyelets, or buttons. You had to use ribbon or twine. You had to use paint, and you had to use chipboard. And I think it's due by this Saturday, which is what's today, the 20th? So Saturday would be the 23rd. So here's what I came up with. And the title of my layout is called The Chapel. And I use the Everyday Eclectic by Allison Craft, this collection. It's a summary collection, and these pictures were taken in the summer. So there is my, let's see if I can go through all the stuff that she wanted. So obviously, lots of journaling right here. The picture is of the chapel, and this is the lake that the chapel is on. For brads, I use this from Stampin' Up. That's a brad, and then I use it down here. Ribbon. This is ribbon here. And I just have it adhesive, or I put some adhesive on the back, and then I use my tiny attacher just to give it some interest. And I did it again on the bottom. It's this ribbon here from Studio Calico, from a Studio Calico kit. It's not, I think it's American Crafts, but for chipboard, these letters are all chipboard, and for my paint, I actually painted them with white acrylic paint. So, and I had these in my stash for a long time, so I was excited to finally get these out and use them. Okay, so a little bit about the layout, entitled The Chapel. My husband and I went to college together, and I met him when I was a freshman, so I was 17, and he was a junior, so he was 21. And we started dating shortly thereafter. So we dated for a while before we got married, kind of the off and on thing. But in any event, the chapel is, we went to an all boys and an all girls school, a Catholic small school out in northern Minnesota. And the chapel is actually on the boys' campus out. If you have to walk out to it, you can either walk out to it or you could take like a kayak or a canoe or something and get over to the chapel. It's called a Stella Maris Chapel, and it was built by the monks in honor of Mary, the Mother of God. And so this right here is just like the whole detail and background of the chapel. And why I really want to do this layout in the chapel is so important to us is that when we were dating, we walked out to the chapel quite a bit. It's kind of the thing you kind of do when you go to our school. But what makes it extra special is this is where we actually got engaged. I didn't know that we were getting engaged. These pictures were actually taken the day the day he proposed. I didn't know he was going to propose, so we got there and I just started snapping pictures. So it worked out kind of well, I guess. And so this is the chapel, and this lake. We actually didn't walk out to the chapel this day. We canoed over, and that was the first time we'd ever done it too. And at this point, we had been graduated from school a number of years. So we actually went back to college, back to the campus in order to get engaged. And let's see. The reason I want to do this is because I've already documented the whole engagement story, and there's pictures of us together at the chapel that I've already documented, and that's in another layout. But I wanted to do this because I didn't really have anything down with the history of the chapel, which I always wanted to do, and I thought it would be nice. So Marissa's challenge gave me a good reason to do that. So thank you, Marissa, for having this challenge, and hopefully I have attained all of your requirements. I really wanted to make the focus the detail behind the chapel, and didn't want to add too many other products except what she wanted us to add. So that's why this layout is pretty simple. No splattering, no stitching, no enamel dots, no weirdness. Just straightforward. Here are the details, and at the end of this, I do write that this is the date we got engaged, and of course the date of this is when was it? Oh, July 31st, 2005. That's the day we got engaged. So So yeah, there it is. So thank you for Marissa for the challenge. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.